seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlow with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A special treat for our viewers tonight. One-time league MVP Shaquille O'Neal is in the house. And with us courtside, Shaq, great to see you.
Kevin, you know I love your voice. That didn't even sound right when you said that. One-time league MVP.
That does not sound right, does it?
It should be 3.
How can that be?
I think because they stole it from me twice and gave it to the great Steve Nash. But anyway, it's good to be here, guys. I just love you guys. I just wanted to say that on national TV. One-time league MVP.
The worst co-MVP.
I mean, the most dominant player ever with only one MVP.
That makes no sense. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Bacon in at the 3, the small forward. Butler deciding where to go with it. Good on the bucket. Shaq, back in the day, you drew double teams. You made the defense pay by setting up your teammates with terrific passing. Big now. Do you see following in your footsteps, in those footsteps?
You know, my Ben Simmons, former LSU guy, when he gets aggressive in the paint, they double. He definitely looks for the floor. Listen, LeBron James is the best passer among the 9 guards. Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid. Look, you got to use the others if you want to get to that next level.
And here is Robinson following Evan Fournier's 3. Butler, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Pass to Fournier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the big fella, Mo Bamba, grew up not far from where you did, Shaq. If you're guiding him, how does he take that next step?
I think as a rebound and a shot blocker, he's ready-made. Offensively, still a lot of room for growth. Got to use the size. You got to find a way to get an easy shot inside, and got to get a little meter.
Now here is Robinson, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Here's Dragic, Butler from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. To the Magic, their last game a win against the Hornets. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. He gets it in there.
Even though Vucevic has improved his perimeter offense, I like establishing him on the inside.
Shaq, having played for 19 years, you went head-to-head with some of the all-time greats. Who stands out as the toughest opponent you ever faced on the floor?
Let me see Alonzo Mourning for my first couple years. When I made it to the big times, it would be Akeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, David Robinson that got to the West Coast. And there was a gentleman by the name of Yao Ming. And for guards and wingmen, let's see, Jordan, LeBron, Allen Iverson, Greg Anthony, Plastic Man, Stacey Altman.
And Wayback Machine.
You got to throw Larry Johnson in there next to it.
So a UNLV taste to
yes,
it.
I do.
For some of these incredible names you just rattled off. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here are the Magic now. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And with the draft age potentially going back to 18, the league getting more involved in player development. In Europe, players can turn pro at 16, Shaq. Will things get closer to that, you think, in the U.S.?
I mean, I don't understand understand the rules sometimes. Just think about it. Kids can make money flipping burgers but not playing basketball. Everybody wants the kids to get an education, but I think if you can do both, why stop them?
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ken Burge is checked in for Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Dwayne Bacon. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And Anthony subbed in for Mikehell. Now here's Ennis, the 17-footer. And there the Magic with another bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. It's a 10-point game. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. They need this one. 5 to shoot. And that one goes long. Orlando leading by 10. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Anthony's shot is off. For Miami, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Olynyk the pass to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Olynyk with it on the pass to Hero. Fires the 3. There's the triple. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Ross on the wing. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Burge the pass to Ennis. And here's Anthony from the arc. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Orlando out in front, leading by 10. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Miami here in the second. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Hero out there with Bradley. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the plane.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Hero, no good. Magic leading by 12. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. Pass to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. And Jack, you came to Orlando, helped with the franchise on the map. How has the city and team changed since those days?
Well, the city of Orlando has definitely grown, but it's still not the biggest market. As for a team, last trip to the finals was in 2009. I think they like to get back into contention, so they need to, the general manager needs to get back on track and go after some of these big-name players.
I'll tell you what, they do have some nice young pieces, though, that have a chance to take that next step.
Now here's Anthony. And yes, it's good. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Gordon's checked in for Clark. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Ennis. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Mikehell is subbed in for Anthony. And a new group in for the Heat. Markless is checked in for Olynyk. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson's checked in for Hero. And it's Dragic in for Avery Bradley. Gordon trying to break loose. Bacon's shot is off. The Heat trail by 16. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there. Vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 for the floor here in the second quarter. knocks it loose. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. And Dragic has it in the corner. Passes it to Butler for three. And that one is off. The Magic go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the General Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
Orlando shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first one falls.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
So he gets them both. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami, trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Jimmy Butler has that kind of room, and he's going to throw it down.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Dragic against Fultz. Shoots over Dragic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Birch is checked in. Heat also with the sub. Nunn's checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 9 points.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Fultz against Nunn. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. Olenek is checked in for Miami. He's off on the 2nd. The Heat trail by 11. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Count that bucket.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Magic leading by 13. Here's Fultz. Rebound by Olenek. And Butler, here we go. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, pretty good show of strength there by Jimmy Butler, able to convert even after the hit.
This trip is his 2nd to the free throw line in this one. So both teams changing it up here. Free throw, good Butler. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Anthony. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
That'll do it for the first half. Magic lead by 12. And now let's...
Thanks, Nick.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as ripping. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Mike, before you do it, how'd it go down?
You know, it was fine, but nothing could replace me and you with you guys. You did this right here. That's the money talking.
Oh, you got paid extra?
Yeah.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Bacon in at the small forward. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Clock at 4. Tries yet again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Fultz, and he makes good on the layup. Fultz has got 6 points. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Count that one.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Fultz. And Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
Harkless finds Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Magic leading by 10. Pass to Bacon. Gordon inside, defended by Harkless.
Butler with great anticipation there and swatting that one away.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Bacon. Another miss by Orlando.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Dragic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
50 seconds left to play here in the third. Ennis with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. The pass to Ross. And stolen by Butler.
You can tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Bradley. Top of the key, Butler. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Ross. Trying to get something going. The layup off target.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Magic out in front, up by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler, Hero out there with Kendrick Nunn. And there's Iguodala, and it's Adebayo in at the center.
Right now, Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
Fultz against Nunn. Pass to Ross. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. Heat also with the sub. This is checked in for Jimmy Butler.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Passes it to Adebayo. Iguodala outside. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Dwayne Bacon comes in for James Ennis. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Nunn finds Harkless. Shoots over Fournier. The shot by Harkless, no good. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Miami. 4-point game. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he gets it to go.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
situation, the team knows they can rely on him.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
Outside Butler, inside. Counted, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Harkless.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. Down low. And Adebayo sends it back to take the lead. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Bolts looking around. He feeds it to Vucevic. Over Adebayo. And it's Vucevic missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Offense, here are the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. Fournier passes to Bacon. Some solid defense from Butler. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 2. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fultz.
Partner, how about the maturation of Fultz? Just exciting to watch. You get the sense he lives for these moments.
Here's Butler. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Got it!
Jimmy Butler is one of the respected guys when it comes to these moments to play in the clutch.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.